in the warm-up, I was very precise. I like the same warm-up every single time. I like to do forehand cross court, backhand cross court, forehand down the line, backhand down line volleys, overhead serve. Serve to specific boxes and specific places. And then key to my warm-up was also the return of serve. That was one of my best shots. So many people forget that. So the return of serve, where I have my coach serve 10 to the forehand and 10 to the backhand, and I just wanted to make sure that I had a groove, so that first point, when I went out there, I felt like I could pretty much hit that return on a dime if I needed to. So that's the warm-up. I like to be in the locker room with plenty of time. There's some players that walk in 5 minutes before and change and go out on court. I like to be in there with an hour, a good hour, get my shower. I take my feet up every single time, and this whole process kind of puts you in a zone, kind of like the Zen mode where you're kind of slowing down and you're kind of just thinking about your match. I didn't like a lot of music. If I did, it was kind of slow music. It wasn't really a lot of active music. Had to make sure that I was hydrated and ate properly, because you know that if you're going out there and you have a 2-3 hour match, you need to have that fuel in your body. So probably didn't eat correctly back there. A lot of steak the night before, whereas today you're talking about pastas and carbohydrates. But when I'm on the pro tour, I know my opponents. It's not like I'm going to get a surprise opponent. Whereas people at home, they're going to walk out and they maybe play a tournament or play in the park, and you have to try to figure that out in the warm-up, the strengths and the weaknesses. Funny enough, I didn't talk to my coach too much about strategy before, because I just felt like I knew the players pretty well. And it was interesting, last year at the US Open, Martina, we were going over our 81 match, and she kind of thought that I'd gotten coaching in the middle of the third set tiebreaker because I changed my tactics. And I just found that really funny, because I never would have wanted any coaching from the outside, because that would have disrupted my thoughts. And also, I'm the one that's in the match. I can feel the rhythm of the match, the strategy of the match. I would never want anybody telling me what to do on the court, because I think I know better how to apply my tactics. But so you're going on court. Is their backhand better? Is their forehand better? How big is their serve? If their serve is huge, do I stand in close on the return to try to hit it early to cut down the angle? If that gets too big and I don't have enough time to react, I might need to back up a little, knowing that I am giving them that angle, but at least it gives me time to get to react a little bit faster. Are they great at the net? If they're not great at the net, I know that I'm going to make them volley as much as possible. Whereas someone like a Martina Navratilova, I want to keep her off the net, away from the net as much as possible. So I need to get depth on all of my shots. If it's my serve, I need to get a lot of first serves in, because I don't want her chipping and charging and coming into the net. If I'm playing someone like, with a serve and volleyer, you also need to mix in the lob frequently. Keep your opponent guessing, no matter who you're playing. A baseliner, a serve and volleyer, throw in the lob. If you're playing a baseliner, throw in the drop shot once in a while, so they never know what pattern you're going to come up with. Now, playing someone like Chris Evert, it's really important to have great depth, because anytime you get the ball in the mid-court area, opponent is going to step up and get you running, where you want to be in control of the points as much as possible. So great depth, meaning within 3-4 feet of the baseline, is beneficial. Trying to create angles as well, because when you look at the angles, if you can get a short angle rather than a deep cross court, you're really widening the court for them to move so much more. If you can keep an opponent off balance, then they're not going to be as effective. If they have plenty of time to set up, to get organized for a shot, you're probably going to be the one doing the movement. So you want to try to control the points as quickly as possible. Try to get that first strike. So if you know that your opponent has a soft second serve or an attackable second serve, you're going to try to go big on that return as much as possible. Now, if you start missing too much, you're going to ratchet it down a bit. You're not going to go an 8. You're going to go on a scale of 1 to 10, you're going to go back to a 6, or you're going to go to a 7. If you're still missing, you're going to bring it back down. If you then start hitting the ball big and accurate, then you can elevate it a little bit more. So you're constantly adjusting in a match, and the key is to try to have controlled aggression. So you want to be aggressive as much as possible up to where the risk level gets too high and you start making too many errors. And that's really about knowing your game. You know, I see so many club players playing doubles, and they're trying these shots that they would make 1 out of 10 times. And you want to try the shots that you're going to make 7 out of 10 times. So what are those shots in doubles? More down the middle, where you're hitting between your two opponents and they have to figure out whose ball it is. The net's lower here in the middle than it is on the side, so therefore it makes it easier for you to hit more balls in. You're further away from the lines, so you're going to make less errors. So hit more balls down the middle, bring your risk level down in doubles, and that alone will take you up a notch.